Get water. Time to make some games. Finish, I guess I should say. Okay. Yeah. Oh, people are publishing. What's up? I'm Hype C. I play games, make games everywhere, and today we are working on games I've been making for the Game Jam. Game Jam deadline is tonight, so I'm gonna try to do as much as I can. And I believe it's just the end of the day, probably wherever you're at in the world. And I know I've been busy all day today and yesterday working on some game ideas. And yeah, I think I had a stream yesterday that went really well. I think the Minesweeper game is my favorite one. But if you're new to Hype Hype, there is a game jam ends today, 20,000 cash prizes, primarily kind of for like a lot of opportunity for new hypesters. And that's the people who use Hype Hype, I guess. Yeah. So, and then we also call games hypes. So, yeah, lots of, and I've noticed people are publishing recently some games. So, let's just get to it because some games I'm pretty close to done, and other ones I might not be able to finish. But remember to use the hashtag. Oh, I wanted to share this on the Discord server. There is a Discord server for Hype Hype. Great place to go to ask questions. I'm really bad at asking questions or asking for help. I like to try all the ways that don't work and then ask for help, which is fine. That's my process. Oh, it looks like people are showcasing their games. So that's cool. Doing some last minute game dev for jam. I keep spelling jam with an E. Stop. That's weird for me. I don't know why I do that. I think it's because just type in super fast. We'll see how the lighting works. I got this light over here. And let's get some background music because there we go. So let's see what I'm working with. Made some cool stuff today. Like some of this, one of the things that I enjoy about making games is sometimes, I'm going one direction, I'm trying to make a game a certain way, do a certain thing, and then next thing you know, I do something different, and it's cool too. So, maybe I go that way, maybe not. Um, so here, let's just start with, I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6. Definitely gonna try to submit at least maybe 3. One of them, this one's probably the easiest. It's just a remix. And a remix, you can easily remake a game with the push of a button. And this one is basically, I never saw this game until recently, but it's basically like that baking game. So sometimes when I hit play, it like stumbles. Okay, and then this is it. Oh, but there's no score, or I don't see, or there's no score because the game isn't published yet. That's why. But we need to just add a background. This capybara is a little bit too light for me. I have pet a capybara in real life. In real life, they're really cool, super docile animals. I guess they're considered rodents as well. So let's go into the asset. Oh, hold on. Something's weird. I'm supposed to be in the editor mode. There it is. There it is. I just missed it. Somehow I was not in the editor mode. So this is a world builder mode. HypeHype is getting better every day, and eventually there'll be the ability to collaborate with other people, 2 people, more than a couple of people, and all work on a single game at the same time live. I've done it before on one of these live streams. I've had people help me out. So that's like, I think, part of this feature, which makes it easier to just do certain things. So you don't have to do the complicated stuff when it comes to mechanics or, I don't know, writing a function. I don't know how to do that. You can just create the landscape, stuff like that. So let's do that. We're going into editor mode, model, and we got some cute plants. So let's just go ahead and start putting some plants here. And I think I've seen some, I want to say like grass or lawn. These are cool. These are cartoon boots. You can ask for assets and things, and if they can, they will make it. Yeah, so these terrain blocks, I think I'm gonna grab one of these. We don't need anything too fancy. Oh, not that one. Here, make it big. And these do not need to be physical item because the capybara is already standing. We just want to make it so he's not floating in the air, because I've never seen that. That'd be kind of creepy if you just saw a capybara floating in the air. So let's take this one. Whoop, let's make it bigger and move it down, and we can color this one blue. And there is a blue, I want to say it's like a water asset. That's good to use. Ripple, it's like a water ripple. Here we go. Seafoam tile set. Yeah, let's go ahead and use the tile set. Put it over here. And then we can just hit paint and go like this. And maybe make this island. Let's see how it looks. Looks decent. I think we should add another island in the background. Capybaras like to be by water. Yeah, that looks good. I think I might move it a little bit back, but I like it. Using my fingers. Never thought you'd be able to make games like this. Okay. A bit more. And then I think there's some, let's see how that looks. Okay, and let's add a tree. Asset and oh, maybe a lily pad too, just for funsies. Put a flower on that or something. Definitely got to make sure I add the leaderboard up, and let's get rid of that. And I'm kind of trying to move because I got a lot to do today, and I mean, be cool if I stay. We'll see how long I stay up. Cactus is cool. Here we go, some stylized asset. You know what? Let's grab all of these. This way everything can have a kind of similar theme going on. Put this over here. I don't know about that lily pad, but we'll figure it out. And just copy like that. Easy enough. And we got this is a tree. Let's put this tree back over here. That might be too big. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Use this one to pinch and change the size. Okay, what else we got? So here you can see that I used a physics ball kind of where the nose is. And that is for the pancake to land on. See if that makes it weird. And then I got this flower. I want to put this flower on the lily pad. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Got the middle over there. Make a couple of flowers. And one over here. Nice. Okay. Wow. I've gotten really good at this game. And maybe a grill? I don't know, that might be too much. Let's just check out if there's a grill asset. Yeah, there is. Oh, I made that humongously big. And I kind of want to put this to the side. So let's go to reset view. And you know, I kind of want some tomatoes on there and maybe a pan. What size is this one? 4.8, so we can do 4.5. That's close enough. Man, I'm really going. That's great. I did take a nap. I think my secret weapon to making games is naps. Power naps. I mean, I'm talking naps like 20-minute naps, 30-minute naps, sometimes I find if I do an hour, I'll do, I mean, actually those are great too. Okay. It's moving, I'm booking it. Does that look like it's leaning on top? Obviously you should never do this with the grill. You should just put the lid on the ground. Oh. Alright, so it looks like that tree is kind of going through the grill. And yeah, honestly, who put the grill so close to the plant? That doesn't seem wise. Oh, I guess I did. Let's put some more trees over here. I think this is kind of like a bush. So this is probably the easiest game I made because I just remixed it and I added a different animal. I believe before it was a ping character. And maybe I can do some. Let's change the color of this capybara. Okay, let me go into visuals, grab this. Yeah, I'm gonna just try to keep going with the speed that I am. The capybara that I hung out with was like a brownish red. Kind of like that. Okay. Yeah, but that nose piece looks a little weird. So let's go ahead and see if, what is it, dark orange? Dark orange. Oops. Go ahead and copy it. I just want to take away a little bit of the shading light. Move the specular down. I like low or dark specular. There we go. Then maybe a little bit up. And these are all like minor detail stuff, but I think, oops. It'll help with the game, and then I kind of want to also add. You know, I got capybaras running in a game I made a while ago, so let me save. Okay, capybara, and let's also add the hashtag hyper game jam. Oh, there we go with the pressing the E. I'm hoping I can copy and paste something I have in a game I made this. I want to say this summer, but actually I think it was like October. Here we go. So here, going to editor mode. Now we got these two capybaras running and playing, and every time they hit this invisible thing, oops, crap. They run back. And let's grab these so they can make an appearance as well. Okay, so copy. And let's go to game, edit, drag it over here. Oh, relax. Paste. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, so these are smaller, and I don't know if the there it is. It went into, okay, come on, move back. We just need to make sure that they touch this. This just moves them to run back the way they came. Just a nice little fun addition that adds to the game while you're trying to beat the game. And we're gonna still have to test it. It may not work. And then of course, you gotta have your baby capybaras. They're the cutest. They're like adorable. Get you in the water. Are you in the water? Yeah, you're in the water. Okay. Cool. You know, these trees kind of look like, I mean, I guess they're a poor replica, but there are certain trees in a place called Curitiba, Brazil. And I wonder if I can replicate it in a way. Let me, you know what? I'm gonna take a look. Brazil. Curitiba tree. I forget the name of it, but this should work. There we go. Okay. Kind of. Let's just rotate that one a little bit. Duplicate it, move it over here. Rotate it again. Move it in. Yeah, that looks beautiful. I don't think I have sound. So we're gonna want to add sound, and I have this little plant over there. Reset view. Ooh, I'm booking it today. That's cool. I do feel like game jams are some of the best stuff because one, right now I feel like I don't have enough time. But if I literally had all the time, I still wouldn't have enough time because when you're making a game, there's just never enough time. It's just how it is. So having the pressure of quick make something, you know, it kind of helps light a fire. And honestly, this is the easiest game that I've made. I kind of want this dude to be, or no, he is idle, or the idle is loot. Does it move? I think he moves two. Hold up. Let's try one. I'm curious to see if the ball, well, I can just click the ball. The problem with clicking the ball is that it's in the nose. There we go. Drag to select. Okay, so that ball is not connected, so it shouldn't move. Oh, the pancake falls to the ground. That's not good. I want to make sure it'll still cause. Okay. Kind of want to turn the capybara a little bit so he's like facing the screen more. Or it's kind of nice that he's looking away. Should we add eyeballs? Oh, come on. I totally got this in like seconds earlier. There we go. No. I don't think, crap. So this one is a little bit more challenging than the original. But this is a great game to remix. If you want to make a like a bacon pancake game, if I want to make it bacon, I could just change the color. Ah, come on. There we go. Okay, see, it's not moving. I mean, yeah, perfect. Cool. So I like that. I think that's great. Let's save, and we're gonna publish this one. Oh, we need a new screenshot actually. So let's play. We're gonna time it so we get those other capybaras in the background running. That could have been a cool picture. I think that was it. We could put like a title. Is there a title? That's right there. Let's do a thumbnail of this. And maybe capybara. I say this B with as a V because that's how they said it in Brazil. So I'm curious if they say it differently in other countries. Let me just grab this one and duplicate. Capybara. Tap and hold. Now I noticed that the other letters have kind of like a dark background. Let's take a look. Why is that? Maybe it's at an angle? It is at a negative 0.75, so we can do the same. Oh, but we have to do it individually. Oh no, it is. Maybe it's thicker? 1.65. Okay, maybe it's just my imagination. These letters are kind of a little bit moving, so I think we can do the same for this. Keep in the spirit. Of the original creator who makes the sickest games. We gotta. I like it. Thumbnail. And now we can publish. Save. Check the leaderboard. Leaderboard is number and the lowest. And oh, we gotta add some of these. Competitive, casual. Simulation? Sure. Family. And we can post. Now, all the other games I'll be working on are more difficult than this, but on that note, I'm gonna go get my other thing. Up. Okay, so this is good. Yeah, let's share it on Twitter. Might as well. Check out. What do I say on Twitter? Yeah, first. Created for Hyper Put some hashtags in there. Always good for hashtags, like indie dev. Gameplay, a mobile game. Okay, let's get back to it. Got more games to work on. Continue. Okay, let's go with this one. It's a little bit more challenging. Looks like I've been working on it for 6 hours. That is, seems like a lot. Okay, so that changes the character. I was trying to add a different camera as well. Ooh. Which kind of works. It's just not enough time. Let's hit edit. So this we can spawn. I wanted to try to see if let's see if we can't, oh, go into editor mode. Let's see if we can't make this like a rainbow color setup. Okay, so it's got a lot going on. Basically, it rotates, it moves, and if you touch it, it gets smaller and gets destroyed. Oh, and it randomly changes the player's color. Okay, so what to work on? I'm trying to decide if I want this to be a random color or a predefined color. Let's do random. Okay, let's go here and we're gonna add some color nodes. Color. That copy doesn't work. That's weird. Another one. Try this color mix. Oh, it's not in there? Okay. That one was not. Oh, it did duplicate. It just duplicated on top, so I didn't know. Let me duplicate that. Okay, so 4. What we got? Blue. Let's go red. Green. Color mix. With that question mark, see how it works. Clamp color vectors between 0 and 1 determines the color. Inputted color vector or color index. I wonder if there is a helpful setup. Let's change the naming convention. Material modifier might be a good example. Let's see how this one works. Random color, smooth the transition. Color material modifier. I'm just gonna take this stuff. I'm gonna copy it and paste it. I would like to know how it works, but you know, I'm pressed for time here. So let's just see if we can't copy and paste it. And I will do the thing where I say I'll try to figure it out at a later date. Okay, we got colors over here. Oh, go into this. And hit the paste. Okay, go here. Did I put it into? I think I did. Okay, so we want to modify this object. And so right now what this does is it sets it to a random color on this button thread. Execute, execute. But instead of a button, what we're going to use, when it turns on the wave generator passively. Instead of a button, we are going to just use an interval. We'll have this go off every like 0.1 second. I hope this doesn't break anything. I'm gonna paste it again over here because I wasn't sure. So, random execute, wave generator on, button off. Okay, so it's got all that stuff. And we set view, and let's get a couple of these going so we can see how it looks in the game. I'm hoping the colors are random, but look at that. Then so it's like a single color. I wanted a rainbow of colors. What if we pick some of these? Blue, red, green, yellow. Are those rotating? It's supposed to be rotating. Okay. I can also just use an object that has multiple colors and it's spinning. That might be easier. That's the nice thing about game jams is you're like, what is the quickest way I can get this to work? Usually I spend a lot of time doing the opposite, which let's be clear, I do enjoy taking my time to figure out how it works, but there is a deadline. So we want something that has like 4 different colors. Rubik's Cube could be cool. I like that idea. But the thing with this is it kind of goes with the thing that I got going here. Make this like white. Can we squish this? We can totally squish it. Let's go like this. I would just look if it rotates. At an interval. Get a switch. I'm trying to think, there was a color mix type, but I've tried to look for it before and I couldn't find it, but it did a great job of mixing colors. Let me see if I can't play with this. Smooth color transition. Oh, we didn't loop it, that's why. Like that looks great, except for the colors are not what I want. I think one of so we have mix. That's what overlay looks like. Alright, so that setup is kind of looking good. Let's just put this Rubik's Cube on hold for a second. Is there a way to get these colors to be either color A, color B? To make that faster. Oh, that's just like the thickness of the color. We could do 2. Alright, if I could get this to rotate, you are not rotating. You are not rotating because you are an unmovable object, and unmovable objects don't move. Affect physical, let's try that. Oh crap. Oh, you know, no. It's rotating and we don't... Is it rotating? So if an object is rotating and you affect the physical, if it moves this way, like I have it moving this way, but if you rotate it, then it can move down. And it can do like spins and stuff. We don't want to affect physical. I don't know this. There we go. Output material color, ambient, and diffuse. Let's try both ambient. Okay, so we can see what we got: ambient, specular. That's decent. Shadow dust. Yeah, I think that's decent. I would like it to be more of a solid color. A little bit. Does that not change the shape of these? Let's see if we got other objects that might also work well. I like to look up platform. See, these are decent, but they only have 2 colors, and we want a multicolor object. Here we go, we got a rainbow tile. That might work great. Let's see if we get it like this. Where's the undo button? There it is. What does it look like if you got multiple? This is a cube kind of game. This one I think is just hanging out, so let's delete it. What if we change this to 0.25? How does that look? Oh, that changes the background color. Or this color over there is changing. I must have it tied to something. Oh, the world color changes depending on what it's called. And I actually want to go over here. Node. Broadcast listener. Red. Green. Blue. Yellow. Okay, cool. Undo. So it's at A and B. It's red. Hot red. Let's see how it looks here. That's kind of look good, but I like this. Yeah, okay, so we'll just change the first one. Okay. Do that for others. There's the A, green hat. I've given them distinct names so that I can find them. Like this. So this is cool because it should just change the colors of the grid while in the game. We should also need to get that it's active. Well, this is nice. I'm able to just focus, get it done. Figure out what my next task is. Which I believe I need to set up the I would say the core mechanic of the game. So we got the item that lets you change colors. What are we on? Yellow? It's not perfect. I don't actually like it, but it works. Wait, was that? I saw something sticking out. Oh, so the colors change. Okay, but they change. This is red. And we don't have another thing spawning, so that looks good. Core mechanic. Thinking for the side, we could have up and down cubes. Okay, so this is one of 4 I was working on. Oh wait, why isn't the dude blue? Something causes him to change color, and now I can't move her. Oh, it's this material modifier. It's making a lot of things happen that I don't want. Still light out. I don't know. Open up the windows. I'm worried about mosquitoes. Okay, so I don't know if this is causing it, but we have an issue. Yeah, that's just changing all these colors. So let's get rid of this. It wasn't doing it before. Now this isn't spawning. Let's disable all of these. What's going on? Oh, here it is. This. All right, let me undo a bunch of stuff. Okay, this over here is connected to the player. So this is a little bit dangerous. That happens when you're, and now it's over here too. Did I turn that off? Okay, looks good. Gotta get that just right. Okay, let's get a collision less happening. So, those objects just move and they have the color. Okay, so here, I think we need to make that setup in the main player. We have the collision trigger, so these are the collision for destroying the object. So let's go into here. And for these, I just gotta make sure I put them back at the 0x. Collision trigger. Broadcaster. I'm going to broadcast to the score. Do we have a score set up? We do not. Let's do that now. Want to have a scoreboard for your game. That's always encouraged. People like going for high scores. I like going for high scores. Collision on red. Broadcaster. Execute score. That'll be +1. And then let's shrink this down and destroy it. So scale, destroy. Okay, scale, we're gonna make it go to 0.1. You can do 0, but 0.1 definitely works. 0 sometimes has issues. So after you send the broadcast, start. So on collision end, scale, execute. So that'll make it tiny. Execute, scale to 0, maybe 0.15 seconds. Go over here and then hit destroy. Oh, changing songs, that's fine. So this works for the red. Let's just test it. We gotta make sure we get a red though. Oh. I think it's actually easier to just set it up for all of them. Oh, let me try it again. There we go, red. Yes, that worked. Let me see if I can't scale it to 0. Go red for that. Okay, so here, that's too close. Here, this would be good. There, perfect. That looks great. Just go over what we did. Collision trigger, broadcaster, scale, destroy. So, collision trigger. Hold on, music. Collision trigger. Broadcaster, scale, destroy. Collision trigger, broadcaster, scale, destroy. So this is green, collision with green, collision, start, broadcaster, execute. Let's go ahead. I forget to do this, but the broadcaster always comes in as the game success, so you need to update it to score in this case. Collision end. We want scale, execute. And on scale, execute, we said 0 is working properly. And I believe I have the duration to 0.15. I like that. And on end, destroy yourself. And you want to be destroying objects because if you don't destroy objects, then those objects get collected in the background, and then in the background they will eventually cause your computer to go slow, and you don't want that. Okay, so we got 3 more hours. Plenty of time, I think. Probably. Let's finish this. Focus. Okay. Did I set this up? Collision. Broadcast set. Scale set. This one is yellow. On collision start. Broadcaster execute. Change it to score. And we're going to set up the score system right after this. Broadcaster. Okay, on collision end. Scale. Execute. Zeto, or they say in some places Z. And on end. Destroy. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're looking for it. And I would love if there was time to add like a little pop-up +1, but there's no time for that. So, did we not set this one up? Okay, we didn't. Collision trigger. Broadcaster. Scale. Destroy. 0, 0. 0. Collision. This is the blue dude. Blue. Broadcaster. Execute. And I also noticed one thing I need to do, but hold on, let me set this up. Score. On collision end. Scale. Execute. Set this to 0.15. 0, 0, 0 on complete. Destroy. Now, one thing I forgot to do on all the collision triggers, we want to disable after first use. This will make sure that you don't get like multiple scores when you're going through the object. Okay, so that's cool. And let's go put this to the 0. Zero. 0, and let's set up the score system over here. Okay, score system, we need a broadcast listener. Change that to score. Okay, we're gonna need a text node. We're gonna need a leaderboard. And maybe a number. Sometimes you don't need a number node, but sometimes you do. Okay, so when this goes in here, this is going to be a number. Format like this. Center is fine for now. And this happens on signal. Let's see. Yeah, let's put it into the number. Execute. And this is some techno poppy club something rather. On signal receive. Output. There we go. That's what we want. Add 1. Let me delete this. So now this keeps track of the number, and then this we have go into the leaderboards. You put the score that you want to turn off to execute. So you don't want to execute it. And here you put in the value, and then we also need the game success. And then when this one will execute, saving the score. So, oh, and there's the number format. Looks like I have a timer, which we will, well, we're gonna remove that. I think I can put this in center. Center tap, center. Okay. That didn't work. That didn't work. But we tested the red one, right? That worked. Alright, let's see if we can't get a red again. Is the yellow working? No. Okay, this worked, right? It's not working. You know what? I bet you it's the 0. Let's do. I don't think we changed anything here. It's technically not even registering the color of the object, which it totally should. Okay, so next time I get something working the way I want it to work, I'm gonna save it because I haven't done that in a little bit. Okay, fingers crossed. Come on, blue. Nope. Let me get rid of these. Maybe having too many trigger at once. Let's look at this. This is supposed to trigger color change. I don't think we're using this. What is up? It was working earlier. This changes the color. Is the player pink? No. Well, we need a yellow. Okay. Let's take a look at the red one. This one was working, I thought. Color trigger enabled. Let's see if the score system is working. If the score system is working, then a piece of what I have set up works, but the other piece may not. Okay, so the score system isn't working. So weird, because it was working a second ago. Okay, I think I'm just gonna try to hit undo a bunch of times. I don't like to do this, but I'm missing something. I'm not sure how far we go back, but if we can go back to the point where we're not. Okay, so I think we're undoing the component stuff. This score stuff I can set up later. Oh, and that's it. Crap. Alright, so this. The score system, which is technically not working, adds a number here each time it gets triggered. That number goes in there. And we have another text node. Let's just go ahead and delete that. Yeah, you get deleted. Let's see what we got going on here. Maybe the disable after first use. That's the main thing that I haven't taken into account. But I wouldn't think that would stop it. Maybe I'm missing something. We got green. Alright, so it works, but the score system doesn't work. Let's test it again. Okay. So red works. Let's test blue. Blue works. Hold on, let me turn this up. I like this sound. Blue works. Test green. Green looks a little weird, but it's working. And now we just need to test yellow. So take a look at green. I gotta get the yellow cube. Oh, perfect. Asking you shall receive. Okay. Yeah, so those work, but they're not signaling the score. And I think it's not signaling because it's getting destroyed before it can do that. Let's go check. Let's try 1 second. That'll give it more time. 1 second to scale down and get destroyed. Man, the clock is ticking. Okay, that's because he's back in the middle. I wanted to have it so you don't have to put these in the middle, but the system to do that, for whatever reason, isn't working. And I'm not sure why. And we don't have time to figure out why something is or isn't working. We just got time to make it happen. Yeah, that is plenty of time for it to signal. Am I setting it up incorrectly? Broadcaster sends the signal. Broadcast receiver receives a signal. I think maybe I have another. All right, let's try this. Value add one. Oh, is it because this wasn't on? Oh man, don't tell me that was it. Maybe that was it. I did not have the text node on. I mean, got green. That number should change to a 1B1. Ah, you ain't a 1, man. Let's do it this way then. It's connected. Value add 1. Now I'm gonna have it not go into the text. Alright, fine. Change to 1. I mean, even then it should have been a 1. Because I kind of touched it, I think. Alright, this is kind of important for the game. So, what's going on here? I've done score systems a lot, and yeah, they usually work. Poland, what's up? I'll be in your country in a couple of weeks. All right, let's grab an interval node, and we'll just have it on time. Value add 1. And it says loop, and this is just to see if it's working. If it says it's working, that's good. Please work for the other stuff. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna delete this one. Maybe that one's corrupted. I don't know. Oops. Ooh, I wish I knew how to do the world info. I don't think that's too difficult. Let's just... I'm not there yet. Okay, so we have... Yo, I got 2 different score systems set up. Okay, so let's just... let's delete one. That's why. It wasn't not working. It was I had something already. And so it was all... I was sending the wrong signal. Possibly. Okay, here on signal received, output add 1. output value is the same. On game success, okay, now we need to go here. Yeah, missing. Yeah, so I had this set up incorrectly. On that note, I'm gonna disable after first use. So the yellow was working? Whatever, we have to test it all again. Disable after first use. Okay, I'll put you in the middle. Okay. Come on, come on. Oh, wait, no, I got the interval timer thing. You get destroyed. There we go. And on that note, we can actually make it go back and dissolve faster, like I want. What did we have? We had it at 0.15. I think I want something. Wait, why is this saying missing? Didn't I just set you up? Let me double check all of them again. Score. 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 Are you at score? Score. Okay. So, 0.1. We'll do 0.1. Oh, you know what? And we could use an easing effect as well. Easing effects are really cool, and I don't know which one's the coolest. Oops. Let's just pick one. I think the bounces are cool. Bounce, start, stop. Or that's back smooth. We want bounce. Bounce with me. I hope this one works because I don't want to change this again. I need to set up the rest of this. Put you to 0. 0. We got the score system. And actually, where is it? Here you are. And let's go ahead and put you at the top. And yeah, make you big. Okay. The score system's working, but the objects are not changing size, so that's try this again. You're not changing, dude. It actually does get deleted, so I don't need to delete it. This one's blue. I need to get a blue. It's like one thing works and then something doesn't work. Maybe it's the disable at first use. think maybe it is. Oops, we want blue. Okay. Wait, is that making everything disappear? Right. We're gonna do different queens. And smooth. Let's get rid of the destroy. Let's also just make it 0.01. Again, I just have this issue when you make something so small. Well, I'm sorry, when you make something the size is 0, then I feel like it causes a bug or something. It could just be in my head, but we have something that destroys everything in the back anyways. And I said the duration 1.5. That was working before. And I'm also going to go here. What is calling the cube? Here, this spawn node. So let's get this interval up here. I'm going to add a switch node. And we're going to add 2 cases. Okay. And then 1 case. Execute that. And then on the other case, execute that. Oh, you need your own spawn node. Okay, so let's do that then. Do it here. Execute you. And you. Object to spawn is this bad boy. And you want to spawn over here. So I should have done this forever ago, but now it should spawn either this or that spinny random color generator thing. Which the odds of it not spawning is really rare, so I think I didn't set it up properly. No, I did. 50% here, 50% there. This is happening twice. Not using this. This looks like it's getting executed 2 times. I'm going to delete this one and hope nothing bad happens. There's a spike sticking up out of the ground over there. That's So it's a little bit difficult because just the game itself. So I should make it a little bit easier. Alright, the dude's disappearing. Okay, so it's not spawning our buddy over here. Reusable object. It's also a reusable object. Oh, this interval needs to execute this, not the other one. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're gonna make the cube smaller. And it's rotating it 90, so that's just good to know. Change color, yeah. Okay, so we do need to rotate this 90 degrees, so we gotta rotate it. So this is causing it to spin. We don't want to mess that up. So we're just gonna add another rotate. Here it is, and I believe it's the X at 90 degrees. And local, and we just turn it on. We don't need it to loop. We don't need to do anything. Oh, nope. Set rotation. Not supposed to be looping. Oh, don't affect physical. Let's try Z. You know, it'd be cool to add a different box. I don't know if that's too complicated right now. Or something's causing it to swing. I think this guy, because he's got physical material. The ground color didn't change. Definitely getting closer to... The ground is blue, but there it's red. Oh, that's not the right way. Right, let me make this guy layer a little bit smaller because the game is more difficult than I think it needs to be. Here, basic, scale. Alright, we're gonna have to change those as well. Let me go ahead, move this. We're going to change it to sensor because the physics is causing the character to like move or jump or something weird. And pencil here, let's Make all these smaller as well. We have 2 hours and 15 minutes left, and I am not as far along as I would like. Time has been going super fast, but I do feel like I'm getting so much done. It's the pressure. Okay, so I don't like the blue disappearing act. The blue easing is weak. The yellow is good. Yellow and pink are good. Let's see if we can't find out about the green. How's the score? Okay, so the score is that I could. Okay, so that's the disable offer first. That is not disabling. So we're just getting a lot of score, which is kind of cool, but not what we want. Come on, green. Let's go green. And come on. So what I like the yellow easing and the red easing. That's when the cube gets smaller. Something weird is going on there. We'll fix that in a second. Is that everywhere? No, I think that's just in the beginning. Back to 1. I want to test the green. Okay, nice. Okay, so let's just go with the yellow easing. And the yellow easing is called Thin Smooth Start. We'll do that for all of these. Thin Smooth Start. I wanted to see what this one was. Bounce. Okay. Thin. All right, I'm gonna save it. I don't know the last time I saved it. Very foolish of me, but we've gotten a lot done. It looks like the last time I saved was an hour ago. Not sure what to call this game. It'd be cool to have this as a cube mixed in with those. But that'll be for another day. We got this interval, this happening. The score system. Let's go in and see if we can't get it to work with disable after first use. Yeah. So it's working now. And if this causes it to not work, that is something we will have to take into consideration. Fingers crossed. Score system works. Okay, green. Okay, but they're not. The score system works, but it's not. Blue. Yeah, it's not changing. Okay, so let's bring these out. So this is like A/B testing. You test one thing, test another thing. Disable after first use turns it off. And if you turn it off, it doesn't scale. So let's try scaling it from here. We know what works. And that is the disable of the after first use. But I think because we're disabling it, it causes this not to execute. But if we put this under the first trigger, that might be okay. The reason I don't like to do this is because sometimes if you're trying to send out a signal and then you destroy an object, it doesn't work. But now that I remember, we're not destroying the object immediately, so it might be okay. Let's put these back into place and cross our fingers. Okay, fingers crossed. Come on, come on, come on. And then I'll fix that thing over there. Yes, score system is working. There we go. Nice. Okay, so reset view, and then there is a cube over here somewhere that is just out of place. Right here, here you go. You, what are you? You're just, what is that? No, you're gone. Delete. And take you, copy you, and let's save it again. Oh, man. Good progress. We got the score system. Better gameplay would be. Oh, no, 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 no. Go back, go back. I wasn't ready. We saved it, so that's fine. We got the score system. We got a basic kind of gameplay. Oh, buildings on the side would be cool. And we can have them move up and down while spawning new. While spawning, which just remind me, I forgot to add sound to the Capybara game. Did I add sound? I didn't add sound. Let's add sound. So that game has been published, but that's okay. I don't think anybody's played it. Seven people have played it, so that's cool. One person got it. Ah, Vic, 5. That's not a proper score, so we will need to change that as well. Let's go in here. And let me turn down the background music. And we're gonna go to node, do switch. Not all the way over here. Not weird. And let's go. This is my favorite thing to do. It's just the easiest choice when it comes to selecting randomness-ish. Okay, so we're just gonna play music. This is kind of, I don't hear it. Oh, it's coming through on the it's not going through the sound system. That's kind of lame. But I mean, this is a good sound. So we'll go with the village shop. Music has changed. I have music? Did I add music and just forget about it? I don't think so. This is the original music. Oh, that's why we didn't hear the music. I didn't have the volume. I think this is a good one. Bubbles and toys. Let's. I'm not trying to change the music. I like this one as well. I like how. Oh, you know what? We should have a good variety because this is the type of game that is supposed to keep people coming back. I like this one. I don't know. Oh wait, Bubbles and Taurus. So let's do two more. And we'll need to change the scoreboard as well. That one was like a fun one. And what is this, a guitar? Sounds like a Smash Brothers fighting. I gotta find my allergy medicine. I have allergies. I guess allergies is better than like eyes hurting from pollution. That one's decent. I like that one. I think it's a little bit too funky but and hip for this kind of game, but do it anyways. Okay. Here we go. Probability distribution, and then we'll just execute. It looks like this one is want to turn them off. They are looping, so that's good. Restart on start. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. Whatever. I'm gonna leave it. We'll play test. Save and then number. Let's go back because there's a number. Where's the score system? Text timer. Okay, are you even on? Yeah, it's on. And visible. save. Number, here we go. This one. And let's update. I'd be curious to see if the current score gets changed. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that one's nice. Music for this game. We got 2 hours left. Oh man. I might not be able to get the other ones done. I'm still not sure about this one. Let's add music. Man, I gotta use the bathroom. Or, as they say in the Philippines, the comfort room. Ooh, we could have sound effects when something gets, when you get a point. Yeah, that'd be cool. People like that. I like that. Bonus. Oh, nope, nope. Um, Apologize, TikTok peeps. I don't think you can hear the sound. Oh, that one's intense. That one's basic. Electronic. Mario, like. Very fairy tale like. Electronic like. It's got reverb, I don't like it. Simple, I like this. Okay, so every time you hit a score, this happens. Execute. And I just want to hear it. Alright, it's a little bit slow, so I might want to add it somewhere else. It like happens after the fact. Maybe let's go in here. Yeah, I'm gonna add the sound here. Node. That way the sound happens the instant it happens, as opposed to 3 or 4 things have to happen and then you hear the sound, which is fine. I just think this is better. So this just takes me the amount of time of doing this. Again, I wish I had it set up so that I didn't have to move these. This is supposed to, yo, maybe it didn't work because I didn't put this on start. No, that can't be right. What is the answer to that? Let's try it. Uh, Alright. Alright, I don't want to mess with anything. Like, why does that one not have it? And then, like, this, these red arrows activated. Okay, whatever. On collision, execute. On collision, execute. On collision, execute. I really hope the game jam is the end of the day today. I have 2 hours left. Wait, it's today the 11th? When does the jam end? It's the 12th. So that's tomorrow. Do I still have time? Let me double check this. Is it 12th or the 11th? Sometimes I'm good with time, sometimes I'm not. Today's not the 12th. Oh man, I thought today was the 12th. Oh, because then the 13th. Today is Sunday though. Oh, so I got a whole nother day. Okay, cool, man. That's great. So I think I'm probably gonna just set this up and end the stream. And I'll try to be back tomorrow for sure. Maybe probably around the same time, or maybe during the day, maybe multiple times. I was gonna go to the coffee shop. And Tuesday was gonna be my Saturday. So now Wednesday should be my Saturday because I'm gonna probably be up, and I'll be able to finish the rest of this stuff too. Okay, cool, cool. Man, today is not the 12th. I didn't know that. Okay, sound effect. I swore the 13th was a Monday. But yeah. Okay, sound effect. Sound effect. Sound effect. Okay. Move you back to the middle. And this is great progress. I'll still get to go to bed early. Hear that ding. It's still delayed, man. Oh, maybe because yeah, it's still delayed. I think it's the sound effect itself. Makes me want to get another sound. That one was weird. Two robo. Decent. Nah. Nope. Nope. Meh. Nope. I like it. It's a little bit too much though. Which one are we got this one? No, we don't. Oh, you know what? Maybe adding tune variation is good. I think that's a little better. It just changes the tone so it's not the same kind of constant tone. But yeah, okay, so we got another day, June 12th, Monday, not Sunday. Good to know. I messed up. I gotta get my days and my hours set up properly sometimes. But that means a whole nother day. And yeah, let me save this one and I'll show you the one that is my favorite. I really like this one um, because when I was originally making this game, it was basically another game. And it's cool. I can actually show the variation on it. You can see the past versions. In the previous version of this game, it was something like this. No. It was like this. And it was even a touch it was different before, but I made that in an airport. So it's a cool rough draft. And then this one is cool. I'm not sure. This one I'll probably spend a lot of time tomorrow, but I'm not sure how it's a game yet. But like that's cool. I don't know how it's a game yet, and I don't like see what's like flickering like that. That's not cool. But this one, oh crap, is a Minesweeper, and this is probably my most favorite. Um, and if you want to see me work on it, I was working on it yesterday. But Sometimes the math stuff doesn't work, but I've only seen that a few times. And I want to figure out how to do. I think I'm gonna do the score system just when you come, like, oh, but that score is like a. I don't know why that's so high, but super happy with, like, if I had to submit this right now, I'd be happy with it. Yeah, but it looks like there's some. Wait, if this is zero, this has got to be zero. And we'll just do this until the end of the stream. And a whole nother day. That's great. And I found a place to live next week. Also awesome. I just need to go to the Korean grocery store, get some kimchi. I hope they have a Japanese grocery store here too. So this one is currently set to easy. Crap. That's Hype Sweeper. And yeah, we're gonna call it for this stream. I'll be back tomorrow. No idea what time. I'll try to do like normal times, but yeah, one day I'll stop being all over the place. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And don't forget to use the hashtag HyperGameJam in your submissions. They're due by the end of the day, June 12th, which is a Monday. All right. Stay safe out there. I'm Hypesy.